How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to New Mexico State Men's Basketball News. I'm Marshall, and I already know you guys probably see the shirt. Dame did get hurt yesterday, had the left Achilles tear, which sucks. So I decided to wear this shirt in honor of him today. I was going to bring an Aggie shirt to put over it. That way it would be notable for the video, but I just totally forgot. But I guess it's not bad to wear anyway since I'm representing Dame. But this video is not about him. Today we will be talking about Collin Metcalf, who is a Northeastern transfer, played there for 3 years. But this past year got his first, chance to play true minutes. He's 6'9", center, a little bit of a smaller center, but on the stronger side for sure. He's from Nordorf, Germany, I think is how you say it. And he's got a lot of great experience playing basketball. In high school, he averaged just 11 points and 15 rebounds his junior year. Played for multiple different great programs. And in high school, in college, he only played for one team and has a chance to play for New Mexico State because he has an offer from us, FIU, Fresno State, and Maryland. Those are the 4 teams leading his recruitment. And I did give him a follow on both my basketball page and my main Instagram. And he followed me back on my main Instagram. I haven't checked if he followed the basketball page yet. But in my bio, it says I'm an NMSU student. So the fact that he saw that's probably why he followed me back, which means maybe he's going to come here. It probably doesn't mean anything, but sometimes I like to speculate and think that it means something. And done in the past, and it has meant something, like Jamal Jones coming here. After hearing some good things that he was on a visit recently, and then hearing that Coach Houdin was pretty hyped up. And then Julius Mims, getting, information from his family, saying happy birthday to Coach Houdin and stuff. So this could be a similar situation, but let's get straight into him and talk about him. So first things first, Northeastern's a part of a really good conference, the CAA, the Coastal Athletic Association, and he was actually a part of the all-defensive team. He's a great defender, averaged 2.4 blocks per game, which was 10th in the nation, had 7 blocks in the game, which was the most in the CAA all year long and the 10th most by anybody in Division I basketball last year, which is crazy to think that there's 9 other guys that had 7 blocks in a single game. Just goes to show you the skill level, and that's all improvement. And he's gonna be a senior next year, just like me. It's crazy covering these guys that are about the same age as me now, because I'm getting older, one of the older college students now instead of being younger ones, which time just flies. And you also see guys in the NBA who I'm older than too, and I'm only 20. You have guys like Cooper Flagg, who's only 18. Will be playing in the NBA when he's 18 because his birthday's not until December. Just entered the draft. We'd love for the Blazers to pick him up if we could, if we get the number 1 pick, but probably won't be able to happen. But crazier things have happened. But I'm not really lucky when it comes to that stuff. My point being is just that it's crazy covering a lot of guys that are the same age or younger than me. His other stats aren't too eye-opening. Averaged 4 points and 5 rebounds. Played about 22 minutes a game. Kind of reminds me of a Jonathan Kananga type player where he doesn't need to impact the game by scoring. That's just not his thing. Still got 5 boards a game, which isn't bad at all in 20 minutes as a 6'9" center. But those 2.5 blocks pretty much is what really stands out. And Jonathan Kananga is the guy that averaged about more blocks than points, I believe. So maybe Metcalf can be like that for us, especially we have other dominant bigs. That's the biggest thing we need for recruiting right now is bigs. So I wouldn't mind signing him at all. I think he'd be that first big step. And man, we have Julius Mims, we have Augustine Ekwe coming in. If we get, Metcalf or even any other big post to help out, might not need a whole lot of scoring from Metcalf though. Maybe your scoring coming from Mims or from Augustine Ekwe, who have proven to be both good scorers, shot blockers, rebounders, and then you got Metcalf, who could be, our top shot blocker possibly, with a top 10 shot blocker in the nation this past year, no doubt. His field goal percentage is not bad. The year before this last one, he actually shot 75% from the field, which is really good, but only played about 5 minutes a game. So he was really efficient, but this year he was playing a lot more. Even though he only shot 58% from the field, that's still really good, still really efficient. Obviously more minutes means you're gonna take more shots, you're gonna make more, but you're also gonna miss more. So those percentages are gonna go down. As you guys will see with any player, percentages are usually really high up at the beginning of the year. Then as fatigue starts to kick in, injuries come through, usually those stats tend to fall. It's pretty rare you see a guy improve their stats throughout the year. But he's a guy that could possibly come in and do that. His first year, I believe he shot 45.5% from the field. So he just got better each year for the most part. Not a 3-point shooter at all. I believe he only shot 1 3-pointer his sophomore year. And that was, when he shot 75% from the field. So maybe he's just feeling hot in the paint, was like, hey, I'm going to shoot a 3. I'm not sure if he can hit the midi well. I haven't seen a whole lot of highlights on him, but I just know he hasn't shot any 3s really. Maybe he can develop that shot. Kind of like talk about some other guys who aren't great shooters that we've recruited possibly. Will be open for those 3s and be dared to shoot, and they'll just take advantage of it. But we've also seen guys like the Shamaga brothers not really just shoot them at all. I think Emmanuel shot 1 and missed, and I really wanted to make it. Remember Yak last year shot 1, really wanted him to make it, but now he's doing great things at the Division II level at Colorado Mesa. Not sure if he's got to offer anywhere else or if he's entered the portal to try to go play at another Division I school possibly, but we'll see what the future holds for him. Once again, Aggie fans, no surprise, this guy cannot shoot free throws. And that's nothing wrong to the man. That's just in general, the Aggies seem to like to recruit guys that cannot shoot free throws to save their life. He literally shot 22% his freshman year from the line, which is not great at all. I believe he didn't shoot a whole lot of attempts, so maybe if he would have shot more, he had more of a opportunity. Shot 40% the next year, 55% this last year, I believe, in that range. I think it was 55 to 58, could be wrong, but I think it's somewhere in that range. So even though it's improved each year, he's got more minutes, so he's had more chances to shoot them and more chances to make them. Still not where you want to be at, but look, he jumped up like a whole 20% from year 1 to year 2 and dropped over 10% from year 2 to year 3. So maybe he jumps up to closer to 70% this next year, or over 70%, and that'd be huge for a center and a step in the right direction for free throw shooting to continue to improve. Like I was talking about with Jacoby a few videos ago, that's the biggest improvement I want to see from him. Gabe Pickens shot about 70% from the line, not bad at all, but he definitely has the potential to shoot 80% from the line, or 90%. He's a guard. Guards tend to be better at that. Christian Cook shot, high 80s, same with Jalen Jackson Posey, but Cook went a little bit down this year in just the high 70s. But it'd be nice if we have a guy shoot like 90% or higher. That'd be awesome. My boy Dame shoots like 90 to 92% in his career, and Anthony Simon's about the same thing. Current, I wouldn't say the best player in the Blazers right now, but top leading scorer for them this past year. Metcalf started in 30 games out of the 32, I believe. Had 5 different games where he had 5 blocks or more, which again was the most in the CAA and one of the most in the nation. So congrats to him for that. I haven't heard or seen any other players get offers from NMSU yet. Obviously, we've already named a lot, made videos about them and stuff. I know Colty Young's the guy that followed the account, but haven't heard anything from him. Maybe he already committed somewhere else. I know Isaac Williams from Corpus Christi decided to commit to Baylor, so stay in state. Averaged 10 points at Corpus Christi, scored 21 against us. Now he's at Baylor, who won the national championship in 2021. So hopefully he can do creating big things there. But would have been nice if he signed here. But we also signed a lot of great guards in general, like we talked about multiple times. So we'll just see what the future holds for us. That's going to close out for the video today. Just wanted to talk a little bit about Metcalf. I made a post about it on my social media account, so I decided to make a video about it. Thank you so much for the love and support last video that I uploaded yesterday with Matt. I filmed that on Thursday, I believe, so I didn't have the chance to put an Aggie shirt on. But it was only a 4 to 5 minute interview. I think for my assignment, it'll have to be 3 to 5 minutes, nothing shorter, nothing longer. So it was like right in the middle. So in the future, if I do interviews like that, probably would make it a little bit longer. But since this is for a class, had to meet the certain requirements. I might even include a link because it's a big reporting project I'm doing with the video and the story itself. I did a story about the busy day in the life of a collegiate athlete at specifically football level here at NMSU. So I interviewed Matthew Seiss and Isaiah Rudison. Isaiah's the only player to score in that spring game in Artesia, and I actually played basketball with him and Matt in high school at different schools. So pretty cool how I played with both those guys in high school basketball wise, and then they got to play Division I, not for basketball, for football. They're great basketball players too when I played with them. Big was a really great passer, wasn't much of a scorer, kind of like how Metcalf's not much of a scorer. But we call him Biggie for a reason. He's a big guy and kind of played like Draymond in a way. Like he was a bigger guy, but he also could facilitate really well, which was awesome. And Matt was a really great defensive player. Reminds me of Matisse Thybulle, Blazer legend, Seattle legend, Washington legend, whatever you want to call it. A decent scorer too, kind of like Thybulle. Could shoot the ball pretty well, but was really known for his defense. Even though I always beat him in the ones. If you're watching this one, you know that. Yeah, it's gonna close out for the video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. I really appreciate all the love and support recently, and I'm out.